if someone is coming and if you want to sit and uh, take benefit out of taxpayers' money and don't add anything to the economy, it's not going to work out. If they say no, they are taking our job, you already. I don't think any software engineer of American sitting idle without a job, and some H1 guy is taking the job. No?
So Raj, what habits or routines do you follow, after you become a consultant, coming out of an employer mindset, to manage your personal and professional lifestyle?
Yeah, to answer that question, I'll go back to my full time. Full time, no time. Okay, from personal point of view, though they say work-life balance for theory purpose, but it is never followed. Okay, that's one thing. Actually, I got my work-life balance after I got into consulting, because exactly 9 to 5. We work 8 hours, we deliver solid, come out, then do our personal life. Okay, personal life with family and wife, kids, come back home. I have 2 dogs, so I love spending time with them. So that's one change in lifestyle from full time to consulting. I don't say it's the same case with every full time, but that's what my experience was. So that's a change in work-life balance for me, and it gives you so much time. I love watching movies, I love watching news, I love watching TV. So it gives me time in the evenings to spend with for TV and movies and all this stuff, and spend time with kids. Before they went for university. Now they are in university, but we used to spend time and then talk about their school, what's happening in their school, their friends, so many things. We are very open with kids, actually, I and my wife. So we are like friends with them. So it has given a lot of time to spend time with them as well.
Mm-hmm. So now what type of mentorship or partnership has guided you to become a successful consultant?
Mentorship, I don't have anyone from consulting point of view. As a full time, I had a lot of mentors, groomed me in a full time job. But consulting, just with friends, some people who are already consultants, just some tips from them. How to, as I said, how to build your network and how to make sure you have connections coming up. That kind of mentorship. But yeah, it's just through friends, not a senior mentor or something like that. Friends who are already got into consulting before me, and those kind of inputs I got from them, and then I followed.
No, where do you see yourself, from the software consulting side from 5 years from now?
Yeah, so one difference, full time, probably if you're in full time, I would have become probably a director or senior director or VP or something like that. But consulting is like I'm a project manager forever, or I can get into probably program management, right? Some of the times I do program management as well. So that's where from the role perspective, but maturity of that role might increase in terms of complexity of the projects you can handle, scale of the project you can handle, that will change. But I want to be in the same field, as long as I'm in the consultant. But I have some other interests as well. Recently, I just started off, but I will tell you about that. But in consulting point of view, yes, I want to be like this as long as I can until my other plans matures.
I was going through your Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, and everywhere. Every time I searched your name, right? Every time I find, okay, Raj Sajja, who I want to know because I'm coming here to talk to you, right? So I was like, okay, let me go look into your profile. I see this, there is a license that's popping up, a new one that's in finance, right? What is that? What is that about? And why are you looking into moving, why are you planning to move into financial sector from software, right?
Yeah. So basically, as I said earlier, my interest after my mechanical engineering was into finance after my MBA, which I could not do, and that I forgot and everything is done. But recently, a couple of years ago, I met with someone who was talking about personal finance, like as a person, what someone can do in Canada. Then I realized I know everything, and I never entertained 2 years ago. Again, I encountered with someone else 6 months ago, this year 2024, probably I think March, April times, and a similar thing came up. I said, okay, fine, what is it about? We just spent an hour. Then I realized I know few things as a headers, but not at the depth. Depth probably 80% I don't know. Or I realized I could not do all those things in last 14 years in Canada. Then I realized, okay, let me get into that, and I found out that this financial independence for a person, how he can lead life, his retirement life in Canada. I never had planned to retire in Canada, actually, frankly speaking. I always wanted to go back. Once my kids' university is done and once they're settled, and at the time of retirement, I just wanted to go back and spend time in India. Because I know my retirement income, I cannot sustain here. That was my mind block. But after looking at that, there is a way we can do if you have planned properly. Because everything comes to plan. Something like I deliver a project plan with budget and everything. You can always plan your future, how much you want, at what time, and for what purpose. And for that, what you need to start doing it now. So then I realized, no one told me. Probably 2 years back he came to me, but I didn't talk to him because I didn't entertain that. Then I realized I made a mistake. Then I joined one organization, and then I got to know about these processes, and I just got certified now. I am a certified financial professional now. I can advise on multiple things as an individual or a family who are in Canada until their retirement, and after retirement, what they can do, how they can do, and what are the instruments we have, which many people don't understand or don't know, or they don't feel the need of doing it, but they'll realize once they get into retirement age.
I want to go one step backwards.
Yeah.
You said you are certified advisor. Are you certified, or I see in your profile that's licensed?
Yeah.
Your license, not certified. Certified is different, right? Certified in the sense, if you are working in a particular company, let's say for XYZ Bank, they will make you to take some course, and you are certified in that organization.
It's licensed, I think.
Are you licensed? You're licensed, right? Okay.
It's licensed. Basically, there is an exam, LLQP exam passed from province, and then we got to apply to get a license to be a financial professional or to advise people on the personal finances. I got the license from the province, Ontario province. Now I am officially, legally, I can talk to people about personal financials.
So, somebody approached you 2 years ago, and then someone else approached you 6 months ago, I think, right? What is that motivated you to come into financial sector? Why did you reject in the first time? What did they come up with to you in the first time 2 years ago? And then what change did you notice with the new guy when he approached you? So you just jumped into going for the license, right?
There is a reason, actually. I tried to think about why I rejected. And what actually happened was, after I became a licensed, I approached the same guy to give advice to him. He said, Raj, I approached you 2 years ago. You didn't even discuss about it. I said, so then I thought, he was talking about something. I didn't even give a damn to that. And I said, I didn't even want to meet him. Okay. So, see, think about as a person, right? So, 2 years ago, I didn't have a home in Toronto.
Yes.
Toronto, I was in a rental home. I moved from Calgary, and I was in rental home here for schooling, my daughter's school area. I didn't want to move out of that area. And I was just paying 2,300 rent. I have a lot of money left. So, I really don't want I don't have anything about finance. Question about finance, okay. Then after I bought recently, home after my daughter's gone to university, and I bought a home. Then I realized how much I am paying because of so much of inflation, interest rates. Then I realized the need of, finance. Personal finance is someone has to think about. Then that point of time that person reached, then I was able to spend 1 hour with him, and then I realized, yes, I should have done that long back.
So,
Yeah.
how important is financial literacy for families, and how do you educate your clients on that aspect?
Very simple thing that I'll ask. I started with I just have a couple of clients closed. Um, I started with one simple question. If they say I know, then I said, okay, you are a healthy person, and why do you go to a doctor to get your checkups, family doctor, and get the checkups done? You are a healthy person. Just because that's free for you, you're not paying for it. Government is paying for it, and you can get a chance to cross verify whatever you're assuming is right or wrong. If something is wrong, doctor will say, okay, do this, do that. It will be all right. Same process. That's your health. We are talking about financial health. You know everything. You are, RRSP, insurance, RESP, retirement planning, everything you know. What is the cost of things in Canada, everything you know. What I'm saying is, just think it as a doctor appointment. Come to a financial advisor. Discuss your personal finances. It's a confidential discussion. It's a licensed program. It's a free 1 hour. Understand the gaps if you have any. If you don't have gaps, fine. You are an expert. You don't have to do anything. You're good for your whole life. If not, think about gaps and then take some decisions. As simple as that. The moment I say that, what's wrong in it? Anyway, he's my friend. He knows me. Okay, he spent some time and did his certification or then license. He knows something than him. So I just met 2 people and then I closed them.
So now, how do you help the clients, in terms of managing this uncertain market condition?
See, basically, what I say, financial is not today. Financial plan has to be for your retirement. Until your retirement, once you are 65 or 70, when you want to retire, do you have enough thing to live or not? You see so many people working in Walmart, old people, because they don't have money to live at 70 or 65. Do you want to be that? If not, what do you need to do? And other thing is, if you look at insurance, people have very misconception about insurance as a waste expenditure. Okay. They say, I'm healthy, why do you need insurance? So we try to tell them, insurance is not something which you want to get it whenever you want. Insurance company has to feel that, okay, they can give insurance to you. It's not your decision. Insurance company's decision. That happens only when you are healthy. If you are sick, no one will give insurance. Okay. And the best time to take insurance is when you are healthy. That's what I say. And another thing I tell them was, insurance is not an expense. At least I tell them in such a way that insurance is a cheapest asset you are building. It's a very controversial statement from financial numbers point of view, but I feel it a cheapest asset you can build to get a 500K by just paying $200 per month anytime something happens. Does any instrument provides that to you? No.
What is the priority? Like insurance, I want investments. What's your suggestion now?
No. Okay. I give the priority and with the reason also.
Which one should go first? What's your
First
top
priority from my perspective is insurance. Insurance, that too lifelong is not term insurance. Lifelong insurance is a must. Based on your needs, it can be, income replacement, or it can be, debt replacement, or whatever it is. You should have that first. Because that's the cheapest thing. If you don't have money, that's the cheapest thing you take. At least some of things are covered in your life. Next thing comes kids education. Kids education, that's our next priority for next 18 years. If kid is born 18 years, he is ready. So as a parent, we always wanted them to have better education. Plan for that. Next, if you still have money, next thing is first home buyer's account. You don't have a home. I'm talking about people who just started their career or came new to Canada, right? There is so much of money they have to have down payment. That's the thing, which is like tax free, both input and capital gains, both are tax free. First home. And then next I come to is RRSP. RRSP is best, immediate no tax. Make some money, refunds immediately. And whatever refund you get it to TFSA next year. This is the priority I give it to them. Let's say they have $2,000 disbursable after all their expenses. I'll say, do this until you exhaust your $2,000. Okay. So I have a logic for everything. For the sequence itself, I have a logic. Okay. First is cheapest, highest amount you can keep it for your family. That's one thing which you cannot do with any instrument. Second thing, education. That's our priority because it's not a lifelong thing. You can do it only for 18 years. So if you take a decision after 10 years, you have only 8 years to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to pay more. That's one thing. And third thing is, as I said, first home, keep that money. And then RRSP. RRSP and first home both can be used for our down payment. So that way, pay no tax now for that amount and then take that loan. It's not, again, non-taxable. Future you're paying less tax for RRSP. TFSA, you can always, why I say is, you will never lose your room. You put it, you take it out, take it out, your room is always there. You can put it anytime, whenever you have money. But putting the money is taxed already. Only capital gains are non-tax. So, you have independence to any time, no restrictions until you reach that limit. So, right now, if you say, from the day TFSA started, I think as of this year, they have 95,000 limit. As of this year. Anyone who started in 2009 or whatever, 95,000 is what you can put into that. In one shot also you can put it. No only last questions.
But why insurance? You did not answer that.
Oh, why insurance? Okay. So I'll tell you, insurance is something is always about tomorrow. Not after 10 years. Or
So
not
why
after
should
years.
somebody invest their money for tomorrow? And how will they get anything back or will they get money? 90% of the people I talk to, I have my clients too, right? 90% of the people talk to, they will go for T20
Yeah.
or T10, term 10, term 20.
We
And
have
99% of people
that's
run
okay.
away.
Because the only reason for them is, they will pay only 40 or 50 bucks. That's what the reason they have. But the reason I give is, term insurance has a logic. It's not for you. Term insurance, the purpose of term insurance is, let's say, for example, you have a home today, you bought a home, which has a amortization of 25 years.
I want to give a break here, right? Most of the people who are listening in future, who are listening to this, right, won't believe in insurance or investments or whatever it is.
Yeah.
If somebody walking on the road is saying that, they won't. But as a millionaire, yourself, you said for you insurance is the highest priority. Now, from your perspective, as a millionaire, like I don't know how much percent of millionaires we have here, right? You are one among them, very least. Let's say 20%. So from that 20%, from your view, like from the view of 20% of the people in this society, how, I don't want a general answer for why insurance is important, right? As the top 20% in the country, why do you think insurance is good for you? In your case, not for me or not for Bharat or not for XY. In your case, why do you think it is important and why are you giving that as a top priority?
Yeah. So it's
Right?
not, see, basically, insurance, there is no difference between insurance for a millionaire or a non-millionaire. Insurance is always need-based instrument. What is the need? You have certain things which you need to take care of, and insurance is something which is going to help the family to take care in case you are not there any point of time. Okay. So as a person, if you ask me, my needs are, I have my home mortgage. I have, if something happens to me, I don't want that burden to go to my family. I want home to be freed, given it to my family. That's one need I have. Second need. So if I'm making, let's say, some money today, let's say $5,000 a month after tax, let's say, and my family has certain lifestyle, and tomorrow if I'm not there, if that 5,000 is not there, I don't want my family to suffer. I'm talking about just tomorrow. I'm not talking about next 10 years to tomorrow or tonight. Tomorrow morning, if I don't wake up, I don't want my family to suffer that $5,000 if it's not there. So I want an insurance to make sure they get $5,000 even if I'm not there. So these are the two different needs which I take for my insurance. It's your need. You don't need $1 million insurance. You won't get $1 million insurance if you're not making that much money also, Your needs, as per that thing, one should make calls to save their family in having their life smooth even after you are not there, right? That's the main reason for insurance, I say. It can be anyone. It's not for 20%. But they have to realize, again, people, you say, as you said, people are interested in going for term. There is a reason for term. Term is not for some, as I said, I have two purposes. One is to take care of my mortgage and to take care of my income replacement. To take care of a mortgage, my mortgage is 25 years. I prefer taking 25. I don't want to pay insurance after 25 years because I am free, mortgage free. So I take 225 for my home. This thing, if someone is giving it to me with a minimum this thing, I don't want anything else. But income replacement, you can always, income replacement is something you cannot say it's tomorrow or after 30 years or 40 years. There is no T40 or T50s, T20 or 25 also, I'm not sure it's there. So then I have to go for longer term. Longer term options are basically you have universal plans where it comes with some basic insurance at the same time. You can put some additional amount in the premium where they will invest and then it can come as a corpus for you. At any point of time you can use it or you can take on loan or those kind of stuff. But at one point of time it's actually equivalent to your entire deposit. Let's say a cumulative of, let's say you say $200 per month. Let's say after 5 or 10 years, if you say at the end of 10th year, if you see that cumulative amount will be equivalent to a cumulative of whatever you already paid, that means still you have a death benefit. That means that $500 death benefit you got is you got free of cost because whatever money you paid is already there. They're growing that money. Though they cut all those things, through that growth they take out that insurance amount and got it, right? So it's very easy to just take it off insurance, but if you see these reasons, these are all the reasons. Just talk about tomorrow. We are talking today now. Tomorrow morning I call. You're not there. What next? Think that way.
Mm-hmm.
As simple as that.
So now, what sort of common mistakes that people are doing, in terms of their financial planning?
First thing is overlooking, thinking that they know everything, thinking that they can do tomorrow. Okay. And thinking that
So basically procrastination.
I better have money in my account. I always happy to see my balance. Rather than RRSP balance, they want to see their current account balance. So these are all some basic things which they do. But unless you get committed, if you think you can do it, you can do it. But you will never do it. That's a basic human tendency. If you have $100, you spend it. If you have $50, you spend only $50. If your $50 already cut from the insurance, if your current account has only $50, you spend only $50. So that's the culture people have to build for their long term. Think as, let's say you are spending $5,000 today, you can work only until 65. From 65 to 85, let's say 20 years you live, you need 5,000. That means, who will get 5,000? You only have to put your 5,000. So you have to invest something now to have that money to live for retirement. And second thing about insurance, two things I discussed, right? Second thing I discussed about the estate planning, because all my friends have 2-3 homes.
Yes.
Most of people have 2-3, and they have kids. They even have written wills also. Okay, this home, this, because they got to know about will and they wrote the will also. Okay, yeah, good. I said that's good. Will is a good thing to write. Otherwise, they will fight, and estate will fight. So then I said, okay, do you know there are all the things? There's something called capital gains tax. Your first kid might get your home free. Second kid might not get it. Second home, because he has to pay tax. They'll sell the home and then they pay whatever remaining. If you dreaming about that home to give it to your kid, that's not what will happen. So you have to take an insurance for that amount and give it to him as a beneficiary.
Yeah, there are lots of fees to pay to, right?
No one knows.
Probate fee, estate fee, and whatever, lawyer fee, court fee, this fee, that fee, yeah.
So when I talk about that, then they'll realize, okay, insurance is not just that. There is a lot of other things. So whatever you are dreaming about giving it to your next generation, also you will not be able to give without that. It's a need. It's a need now to save your own assets.
Let's combine the both technology and finance. In the next set of discussions. You have had a degree or a qualification in finance and software. Yeah. Right now, as a software consultant, have you worked in any financial institutions?
No, I worked with I worked with BMO Bank. I worked with BMO Bank for 1.5 years in between for some of the projects, technology projects.
So now, being with having an experience with the bank, what sort of challenges that you have experienced, or you have noticed working in that sector?
Yeah. So basically, one challenge I faced in a bank was that's the first time I worked in bank, and they have so many applications interdependent, and even to launch a small change in one application, I had to involve 10 different teams, 10 different application teams for them to make some changes or test it to make sure nothing is breaking. It's like small change, high cost, and so much of overhead to talk to all the people and get them on board and make their timelines. If I'm going live this time, they also have to have their line up there, this thing. So there's so many interdependencies in that ecosystem, banking ecosystem, IT. And it's definitely stressful. If one says, no, I cannot go, then entire project will have to stall and then go whenever they all can go. So that is one challenge which I found compared to other clients and banking clients.
And with the emerging technologies, data security is one of the crucial aspect. And what steps that the business or an individual should make sure to keep their data secure?
See, basically, from the security point of view, if you say, first of all, we should have our own, every company has their own data framework, basically. What data is confidential, what is not, and let's say, what data can be shared with employees, what data cannot be shared with employees or in contractors, external parties. And if some application is external facing, there is something called pen testing, it's called security testing. They do all the kinds of tweaking in the testing. They make sure no one can tamper it. So all those things they have to follow to make sure data is not getting into wrong hands at the wrong time. And what data, they have to have a framework also. What is confidential data, what is not confidential data, right? So all those frameworks has to be made. There are standards in the industry. They can follow the standards and then have all the security setups done. Still, there will be some breaches, but yeah, we can't help it because these hackers are becoming smarter. So technology still gets evolved to come out of it. Like Elon Musk says, he gave some, I think, offer if someone can hack a Tesla car system. No one could hack it.
So coming to that hacking thing and combining with your technology and finance, what's your opinion on crypto market? See,
crypto is a good thing. Crypto basically is a currency. Earlier I thought there's nothing physically is there, and they say they do some mining and then create some cryptocurrencies. But I don't know the background of it. That
Bitcoin.
Not Bitcoin. The framework, what they call something is there to generate that mining and then coins. So I don't know about it, but as a finance guy, I feel crypto is like a share. If you want to invest it. You might lose it like any other share. Like Nvidia, they just grown like this and then they came down. I think again today yesterday I saw it's again bigger than Microsoft. So it's like shares. Okay, so crypto, you invest, you have official approved platforms like any other stock trading platforms. You invest in that, wait, when it grows, sell it. And it's like 24/7 selling. It's not like bank where you can sell only in the morning to evening. It's 24/7. Yeah, 24/7. Anytime you sell it, within 10 minutes, sold, done. So don't get into, there are some things came up, someone will say, okay, I'm an expert in crypto, I have a platform, you invest, I'll tell you when to sell, you'll make a lot of money. Don't get into those kind of things. But if you know, you can do trading on your own and make right decisions when to sell, when to buy. It's like any other stock. Nothing will stop it. It's a legal framework. It's like any other stock trading platform.
Okay. And you have mentioned while saying something about financial, like consultation for clients. You mentioned about various tools that you will be using, for giving some suggestions, right? So now with the emerging technology, what sort of challenges or what sort of tools that are enhancing on the financial side as well as on the wealth management side?
Oh, you're talking about banking side you're talking about?
In general, combining both technology and finance. There are certain tools, maybe in the past, maybe currently available in the market. The newer tools, newer technologies.
If you're talking about investments from the stock markets or these kind of things, there are certain platforms now. You invest it, it will decide when to sell. It will sell automatically.
Mm-hmm.
It will buy when to buy based on the trends. So it's called, in stock markets you have something called technical analysis. Technical analysis goes by data, trends. It's not by whether the company is doing good or bad. No, it will analyze last 15 years data. How the trend is coming up. After certain trend, some other trend comes up. If that repeats over a period of time, that's called technical analysis. Based on that, some stockbrokers work. Someone works with, okay, NVIDIA is doing, they built a new chip. That's one way of doing, they'll do it better or not. Other way of doing it is, NVIDIA was gone like this, it's gone down and suddenly it gone up. This trend happened 4 or 5 times. That means, you can take that, see if that trend whenever happens, you buy it. It will grow. So, typically, some like a bot trading firms, they came up and then you buy it, you invest in that, make an account, it will automatically buy and sell. And it will make sure follow the trend. It makes sure you make money. Sometimes it might go wrong, but yeah, most of the time based on the data. It always takes decision based on data.
But when we talked about artificial intelligence, there were,
I think this is that all. I think
discussions about the chatbot, Copilot, etc. Right? And now, where do you see, like as a general public, if they want to go talk to a Copilot or ask a chatbot, about their financial planning, do you think,
definitely give something. It will give something definitely based on whatever information database it has got. But I think they will improve over a period of time.
My question is coming now. What is the difference it's going to bring? That as a public coming to you because you are a licensed person, or going with the data that system already got a lot of data in there, which is going to recommend me something. So what would you think the difference that you are bringing beyond the AI is going to suggest?
So I'll tell you something. Let's say if you ask AI, okay, why do you need to take insurance? AI will say, okay, there are 3 types of insurance, term this thing, and when to take. I gave the reasons, right? When to take a term, when to take a universal. Those things AI might give, but by the time maybe after some years, everyone knows that. Not everyone knows that. Only someone doesn't have to tell them. But the one I said, okay, how about your health? I don't think AI will give that reason, that example. Because unless I give 10 times or 10 other people give the same thing, then it will record and then, okay, it will give the same reason to someone. But we humans are smart enough to come up with new ideas, AI cannot come with new ideas. It's only based on data. Yeah.
And how do you advise your client for investing in cryptocurrencies or crypto markets?
Like I said, as long as it's like any other stock market, go to the legal platforms, trading platform I'm talking about, not the trader platforms, trading platforms. Go to any trading platform, official in Canada, official in US, and which can accept Canadian dollars, and which has links to your banks. You send to them, you buy it, you sell it, and withdraw to your bank account. It's as simple as that.
True that, but no, that's the same suggestion I'm going to hear from my other friend if I go talk to him.
Yeah.
But you as a licensed financial professional, what do you suggest?
Okay, from the overall perspective, it's risky because the volatility is totally different from stock market. Because as a person, I never saw a coin. Exactly. They say I do lot of some mining they do, and then everything is virtual. If I don't even know if something breaks, is there any tangible thing to see? You put $1 and you will even see one coin or half coin, or you will ever see a coin. We don't know. Definitely don't. If you really want to do that with some percentage of your portfolio. Risk. Whenever you go to crypto trading platform and you sign up, they'll say how much is the risk tolerance. If you say 100%, then only they'll give you a registration.
Okay.
You go to any site, register it. That's one of the question. Client profile question. 100% you say, then only they'll approve your this thing. Because they don't want you to go to them, boss, I put it, everything is gone.
Yeah, so crypto, when we are talking about crypto, right? I don't know if you are into politics or follow politics or not.
Watch politics, yeah.
And this guy, Trump in US, right? He said when he becomes president, once he becomes president, he say he is going to concentrate more on crypto. So, what's your opinion on US politics and on his statement?
See, if government backs crypto, that's fine. I think they'll put some legal frameworks, and there is something to fight for. If you get into an incident, there'll be some government framework to support you or fight for. That's fine. It's good. It's a good initiative, I can say.
Yeah. What's your overall opinion on politics this time? Just we'll go into politics, right? In US.
In US, see.
Do you follow US politics or at least?
Yeah, I have been following both US and Canada and India as well. US politics were not like this probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
10 years ago, US politics is someone becoming US president until at least Obama time, okay? Until Obama time, someone becoming a US president, that means he's something. He's like God of the world. Like, he's not a normal person, He's got so much power. When they talk also, you don't see blabbering, They'll talk, But once Trump started his term, things have changed totally. It's like it's not anymore that mature politics, mature. They'll say oldest economy, oldest democracy, right? It's not that way. It's different actually. It's the kind of things we see in India, in politics. A lot of backstabbings and all those stuff, right? And unnecessary comments, no matured comment. Those kind of things were never there in US. But I saw after Trump came in. Trump is gone, and Joe Biden came in. We saw nothing is happening. I don't see anything happening with Joe Biden coming in. Now it's US current situation is like best of the worst. No?
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the best of the best is 10 years back. Best of the best. No, best of the worst. So they have to go for that. As simple as that.
So what do you see, from your perspective, having the election results coming in next few months, right?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks done. I think elections and
it's the November 4th, right?
How it will be for the software industry and the economy?
See, basically everyone is targeting Indians. That's for sure. Both sides. Everyone says, okay, we'll give green cards, we'll give a lot of visas and all those things. How much that materialize? That may definitely they might do, because it's not going to impact major for US economy. Their major problem is refugees. So as long as they can have control on that, see, our guys coming on H1 visas, they're all skilled laborers, and they're going to add value to the GDP rather than if they say they're taking our job. Already, I don't think any software engineer of American sitting idle without a job, and some H1 guy is taking the job. No, jobs are increasing. You are not coping up with the numbers. Okay, so I don't think that they will do. Definitely increase the numbers of H1s and skilled labor processes, and they'll do increase both sides. Whoever wins, they'll do. That's for sure. Both are promising, I'm seeing. But main issue is about the refugees issue. So some structured mechanism has to be made. Things were not good for last 5 years across the world. It's not just America. Across the world, so many wars happened, and so many refugees are homeless, and they had to find a home. So they came up, and some countries gave this thing to them. But the thing is, the numbers have so large, they could not concentrate on the how to mix with that new country, how to get into the rather I can say their way of life. When you go to a country, you got to know their way of life, and then transition to that. So, and government also spend time to make that happen. I know if someone comes to Canada who is not an English speaking country, they give English classes, all those things are there, they give accommodation, everything is there. But if they are so large and they cannot accommodate to make that happen, that's where the problem is, right? If you're not able to handle it, you cannot do that, basically. As simple as that.
Yeah, so you already started about Canada, right? So what your opinion on the Canada politics right
Canada
now?
politics, things are very bad in terms of immigration. I saw, and interest rates anyway, we cannot help it because it's a global driven interest rates, not just Canada interest rates. Inflation everywhere is there. But main Canada issue is that immigration thing. Skill, as long as, see, I came as a skilled worker here as a work permit, and I have added my value to the GDP of the economy. So from day one, I was never depending on government's grant or anything. So any country shouldn't have a problem with that kind of a profile. Someone coming as an immigrant or something, right? If someone is coming and if you want to sit and take benefit out of taxpayers' money and don't add anything to the economy, it's not going to work out for long term, right? So things will change. We are seeing already results, election coming up next year, and I don't know, government will fall this year or I don't think, but next year definitely we see a change in government. This thing, looking at a lot of surveys across the country, and things has to change. Whatever happened for last couple of terms is not the way it should have happened, or in the scale it have happened is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And going back to the first set of discussions, right? You had your mechanical degree, and after that you switched to software, and then now in the financial world, right? And now considering that you will be beginning your career today, what sort of changes you wanted to bring? Like, would you like to change anything from what you did from the past, or will you still pursue to go with your mechanical engineering?
No. I think after that latest thing I said, after doing this licensing, I always get bored after some time, while I do something, But this financial advisory thing, has triggered me as a new thing, and which has so many. I can help so many people, which I could not do for last 15 years. If someone could have helped me 15 years ago, my thing would have been different, So it definitely, I'm going to pursue this career for part-time, for temporarily, and once I have some solid responses, feedbacks, and how I'm doing it, and I'm able to cope up with this, then probably I'll just convert it to full-time on this one. And it's like you don't have to work slog 8 hours, and you can have your own time, and most of the people are free on the evenings and weekends. Daytimes, everyone is busy with their work. So I think it will give me some flexibility in terms of timing as well, and what to do, what not to do, what time. So maybe another 2-3 years. I'm 50 now, maybe 55. I might get
what sort of advice you want to give for the aspiring software consultants, to mark their presence in the industry?
Software is always about, you be up to date on the technologies. You are enjoying your job. As long as you are enjoying, you do it. As long as you are learning new things and getting opportunity to do it. But software is like the moment you get into 40, 45, and if you are not able to update yourself, your IQ levels of absorbing stuff has reduced, then you are no one in the industry. Just keep that in mind, and then keep upgrading yourself. And the moment you feel that you are not able to upgrade yourself, look for some other opportunities like financial advisory. We don't need smart people in financial advisory. We just need interesting people to talk to people.
I was about to ask, what type of advice, or what advice would you give, for someone who is looking to be a financial advisor, or to explore in financial industry?
As very simple. This is not a very complex or rocket science. This is very basic school stuff, high school stuff, and there are certain things which people have already done it. You just have to follow them, and if you think you are smart, you might fail. Don't reinvent the wheel. There are certain methodologies to do this work has already been laid out. Read out them and then try to follow them. If you go for ego or something, this is not something which you can do. It's not for you. As simple as that. Be simple, irrespective of your background. Concepts are very simple to understand. Be kind to people to explain. People might reject you. That's okay. Be kind, be patient, and that is the winning formula in this business.
But how much time will it take for someone to make, for example, if somebody, like say ABC, he came into the finance industry, right? How much time will it take for him to properly settle and
basically it's all depending on, for example, let's say a software engineer at 45, he's vexed with this and he doesn't want to upgrade. At that age, he has got good connections, at least some connections they have got, and he's making about, let's say, 150K or whatever. If you want to make that money in financial advisory, part-time probably you can start off, maybe in a year you can make 100K in a part-time basis. And that will definitely drive you to work in full-time, and then you can start making maybe 150, 200K as well.
Okay, that's good.
So someone should, if you're confident and if you believe in yourself in this business, you will get to know in first 3-4 months. As simple as that. The moment you get that hang of it, then I think 2 years is max you can make 200 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Raj, thank you so much for sharing your journey.
Yeah.
And your strategies. I know it proves that it takes a proper planning and winning mindset.
Yes.
To be successful in any professional, or a business. I hope our listeners found this conversation much valuable. Success in profession or business doesn't come easily.
Yeah.
With dedication, consistency, and discipline,
Yeah.
it's always within reach.
Yeah.
So, as we always say, keep striving, keep learning, and keep building your path to success.
Yes.
Thank you very much for tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ji.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.